Uh, Projects in the sense, suppose when you will be joining any organization as any consultant. This is not for the only HCM, this is for all the consultants. When we
Okay.
work in any company, so what will be your roles and responsibilities, or what type of projects you will be getting to work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is definitely for the interview also. The question will be what are the types of projects are available, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
mainly we have four types of projects like you can see here: implementation, support, rollout, and upgradation. Right?
Yes.
These are the four types of projects are available in SAP. Now, if you divide these into technical and functional, so implementation, support, rollout, and upgradation. All these four
Okay.
types of project the technical team can have. But if you consider the functional consultant, we are having only this implementation, support, and rollout. Right? Upgradation is not the functional one. Right?
Okay.
Now, what will be the roles and responsibilities that I'm explaining first? Suppose if you join in implementation project, so what is implementation project? Implementation project means suppose if you consider any company who are completely into non-ASIC, right? So either they are into
Yes,
some
ma'am.
other application, or suppose they are into core process. It can be anything. So they are completely into non-ASIC. Now, suppose they are planning to move in ASIC, right? So if you
Okay.
suppose you have joined in one organization as SAP HCM consultant, suppose you get the requirement for this particular company is completely into non-SAP, they are moving to SAP. So everything
Okay.
you have to process for the company in SAP, right? So this type of project you can call it as an implementation project. The company is going to implement SAP for the first time, right? So if you join in any implementation project, your roles and responsibilities will be end to end. End to end in the sense you have to define everything. Suppose define everything in the sense you have to start from the company name, then you will be going to the company payroll. So each and every data you have to process serially. You will be receiving the requirements serially in some order. Order in the sense, suppose initially you will be getting the information about the organization. Then suppose it's location department. Then suppose it's types of employees who are currently working. Then suppose about the reporting structure or organization structure. So module wise, we get the information, right? So this
Yes.
is implementation when the company will use SAP for the first time, right? Now suppose uh, initially you will be the consultant. Uh, if you consider the duration of the project, implementation is the lengthiest project because it will include everything. Not only we process the data, each and every data will be tested by SAP testers. It will be validated by the quality team. So it takes quite long time to implement. Fine. Suppose you can
Okay.
consider 5 to 6 years minimum. Fine. One company can start using SAP. That is
Okay.
why when you will be working on implementation project, you will not have any SLA as such. SLA in the sense, suppose today you have received some requirement to work, so it's not that you will have certain duration. Suppose you have to complete within 15 days or 20 days. That way we don't get the requirement, right? So
Okay.
this is about your implementation, right? Now, yes, suppose end to end in the sense when you will be gaining experience, suppose you will be the senior consultant or You will be the manager. You will be part of everything. You will be part of the discussion with the client and vendor. You will be part of the documentation. You will be part of the configuration, right? You will be part of the testing implementation, right? That is why we call this project as end-to-end, right?
Okay, ma'am.
As a consultant, you will not be the part of each and every each and every activity, but you will get to know, like you will have the information what is going on, right? This is implementation. Now, if you consider the next type of project what we have, that is the
Support.
support project, right? Support
Yes.
project means the company is already implemented SAP, so it has started using SAP for its employees. Now, suppose it needs certain support where suppose when the company has started using SAP, suppose that time the company was having uh, national holiday as eight national holidays it was having. Now suppose it is increasing its national holidays, it is making it wants to add more too. Fine. So this modification you have to do as a consultant. Then
Okay.
suppose you can consider the timings. Suppose the company wants to change its shift timings, or suppose so far the company was having only two shifts, suppose morning and night. Now suppose it is adding one more shift, that is afternoon shift. So this modification you have to do. You have to add these particular shift details. Then suppose you can consider the holiday calendar. Suppose so far the company was having certain holiday list. Now suppose it is adding few more holidays, fine, the festivals. So that we have to add. Then you can consider, suppose location wise, location within the country. Suppose so far the company was in five location, now it is expanding to more four locations within the country. So for that locations, you have to process the entire data, like the time, payroll, everything. Fine. So this is called the support project. So companies already using SAP now it is required some certain types of support, right? So if you will join in this kind of project, you can consider this as a support project, right? Now, support project, we don't have any duration. Duration in the sense, company is already using SAP, so nothing to implement. Yes, in that case, you will have the SLA. SLA in the sense, suppose on daily basis, tickets will be raised in your particular mail ID or your whatever the database you will be. So as a task, fine, as a task. So that requirement you have to, that configuration you have to do within certain time. It depends. Suppose it depends on your configuration what you are receiving. Sometimes we get 1 month, sometimes it is huge, we get 3 months, sometimes we get 7 days also, right? So you will have
Yes.
certain SLA. Within that, you have to complete and you have to um, check, like maintain your status that the task is completed. Fine, that is your support project.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Rollout project is completely um, based on the support project you can call, as suppose the company is already using SAP. Now it is expanding its business to other countries. Right? Suppose
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can consider sometimes when you will be applying for job, suppose Capgemini, Infosys, this kind of company, during your interviewer might tell you that the client is from Middle East, so they are opening their business in India, so we have to work for India process. Right? That is the rollout. This is the rollout. So it can be vice versa also. Suppose one company is in India, suppose it is expanding its business in USA. So for USA, whatever the locations it will be opening its offices, what are the departments will be there, entire things, the time, payroll, everything you have to configure in SAP.
Okay, ma'am.
Your rollout project, the expansion. Fine. Now,
Yes,
if you consider these three are for the functional. Now, if you consider upgradation project, this is completely different. Different in the sense, suppose the application what we are going to use, uh, we have certain version of it, right? Version in the sense previously it was 4.0, then it became 5.0, now 6.0. If you consider the S4 HANA versions also, currently we are using 2020. Previously we had 2022. Fine.
yes,
So
ma'am.
when any new version will be launched, then company also have to move. Fine. Move its data. Suppose you consider S4HANA 2022, whatever the data the company was having, that should be migrated to S4HANA 2023. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is called the upgradation or migration project. So mostly it will be taken care by the technical consultant. They are called as SAP Data Migration Consultant. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Not only the migration of your data from the one version to another. Suppose one company is using S4HANA, which is a combination of cloud and on-premise. Suppose from that it is completely moving to the cloud. Fine. In that case also, this is called enhancement. So the movement or the data should be moved from S4HANA to the cloud one. So this kind of a project also called as the same migration or upgradation or enhancement. It will be taken care by the data migration consult.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have mentioned here one method. This is the current one, what this
LMSW.
migration team is using currently. Previously, we had this one, BDC. Like they
BDC.
used to use BDC method. This is older now. Currently, LSMW. This is
Yes,
used by the migration team. Fine. The
yes, ma'am.
full is legacy system migration workbench. Right.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
just for your reference. Okay. Now here, apart from this question, what are the types of projects are available? This is another important question. Right. ASAP methodology. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So direct question you will be getting either what is the full form of ASAP methodology or what is ASAP methodology. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
See, if you consider support rollout or upgradation this type of project, so companies already started using ASAP. Fine. So we are not going through any phases. We are not having any journeys. We are just providing the support or we are just working on the requirement. Fine.
Okay.
Now, for only implementation type of project, we go through some phases. Right? We means the company. Company will go through certain phases to implement SAP for its organization.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why only for implementation we have this methodology that is ASAP methodology and we don't have any other methodology for using SAP in these other types of projects.
Okay.
Now, what is the ASAP methodology? See, ASAP methodology will describe how one company can move from a non-SAP to SAP, or how it can implement SAP.
Okay.
That is SAP methodology. So you can see here I have mentioned we go through 5 phases, right? These are the 5 phases we have for ASAP methodology. In this, your first phase will be project preparation.
Okay.
The project preparation uh, is nothing but the planning phase of how one company can launch SAP in its company. So in that case, two scenarios can occur here. Two scenarios in the sense, suppose one company, consider one company who wants to use SAP. Now, suppose this company is having its own SAP team who are going to process entire data for this company into the SAP. In that case, how this SAP will be implemented, that planning will be done between the company's testing and the company's SAP. This is one scenario. Another scenario is, suppose the company is not having, wants to use SAP. That company is not having that active SAP team. So it will look for the vendors who can process the data for this particular company. Then suppose one vendor particularly it will select, and the planning will happen between the client and vendor regarding how this SAP can be launched. Both the situation can happen. Whatever it is, whether it is business team and SAP team or it is client and vendor, entire discussion or entire planning will happen here. Right? Suppose uh, how long, what is the time required to process all the data in SAP. Then suppose when this application can be launched, how many consultants they need, or what will be the cost, how many systems required. Everything will be discussed and planned. This is your project preparation phase, where this planning will be.
Ma'am, actually your voice is lagging, ma'am. Sometime come and sometime not coming your voice.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it fine?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's fine.
Okay. So
Yes.
I was saying, suppose project preparation, you can have two situation, fine. Two situation in the sense, suppose one company is having its own SAP team. In that case, the SAP team itself will process the company's entire data into SAP. So
Yes.
in that case, the planning will happen between the company's business team and the SAP team. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Another situation can happen that the company is not having any SAP team. So it will go outside, it will look for the vendor who can process the data in SAP. Fine. Then they
Yes.
will finalize some vendor according to their budget. Then the planning will happen between this client and vendor.
Okay.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So entire planning will be done regarding how this application can be launched. Suppose regarding the consultants who will be processing the data, how many consultants they require, how many systems required, what will be the cost or budget, right? What will be the duration to process all the data in SAP. So each and everything will be planned, right?
Okay.
That
Yes, ma'am.
is your project preparation, right?
Yes.
Second phase is your business blueprint. Business blueprint means, suppose whatever will be discussed, whether it is between the company's SAP team and business team or it is between the client and vendor, that discussion will be documented, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Documented. and it will be signed by both the parties.
Yes.
That is the business blueprint we have. Now, when you will become senior consultant, previously the company used to provide business blueprint to all the consultants. Now the situation is changed. Suppose when you will become the senior consultant, you will receive one copy of it. Fine.
Okay.
Third phase is your realization. So realization in the sense you are going to make the things real. So here the consultants will come into the picture and they will be processing each and every data as per the instruction into SAP. Fine. So we are going to use the application. That is the realization phase. Fine. Fourth phase is your final preparation. So final preparation means suppose you have used the application, you have processed certain data. Now that data will be tested by the SAP testers, technical team to identify if that is uh, completely fine to implement or we need some modification. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, in this phase, you can expect the quality team also. They will be verifying whether the quality, the standard rules and regulations are followed or not while processing the data. Right? So that is the final preparation phase. Right?
Yes.
Last is your go live and support. So go live in the sense, suppose testing team has given the green signal, quality team as well. So that company can start using SAP, they can launch SAP in their organization. That is the go live. Fine.
Yes.
And support in the sense, suppose after implementation, after launching this SAP, if this company needs any kind of support, then they can come to the same team. Right. So suppose you have joined in one vendor, suppose who has already implemented the project for the particular company. Now suppose the company is already started using. Now they are looking for some support. Suppose in this phase you have joined in the company. Then for you it will be support project, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is after implementation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the five phases we have. Now, when you will be getting the question in the interview, uh, only mention the five phases what we have. And if the interviewer is asking you to explain, just mention one statement, fine for each step. That will be enough. No need to elaborate everything.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this will be your roles and responsibilities as well as the types of projects available in SAP. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, what we have, suppose if you remember, I have mentioned that this application, one of the benefit is this is a real-time application. This is live 24/7. This application will be uh, available.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is because of the three servers what we have: production, quality, and development. Fine.
Okay.
So this part I have explained, right? These three types of servers we have.
Okay. Landscape.
I have mentioned the landscape, right? Last class. Um,
Yeah. Ma'am, last class you not talk about landscape, ma'am. Directly
I have
come to
not
the.
explained.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, all right, fine. I'll just explain it. See.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Direct come to your modules of SCM.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Fine, all right. See, landscape is the in SAP we have certain terminologies. Fine. So
Yes.
landscape is one of them. This is the term what we use for the server. Server in the sense, suppose I am saying that this application will be available 24/7. So anytime you will be able to access the application, right? Sometimes the application might not work also. Fine. Suppose you are trying to log in, it is throwing the error. So we call it as server is down. Fine. So these are the three servers are available in SAP for which we can perform any activity in this application. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So these DV for development server, QS for quality server, and PROD for production server. Fine.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Now, development server, you can consider, suppose this is not only for the functional team, suppose whoever will be using the application, whatever activity they want to perform, they will be able to do that because of the development server is running continuously.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
If it is not running, we cannot log in also in the application. Right?
yes, ma'am.
So that is the role of the development server.
Okay, ma'am.
If you consider the quality server, this is mainly for the testing. Suppose SAP testers will be there who will be testing the data, whether it is error free to implement. Right? So
Yes, ma'am.
they, whatever the testing will be performed by them, the SAP testers, that is because of the quality server. Right?
Yes,
Without quality server running, they cannot perform the test. Right?
yes, ma'am.
Production server, this is mainly responsible for the storage. Storage in the sense, suppose you have processed some data, definitely you will be hitting on save and your data will be stored right, somewhere. So that later part, if you want to view the data, you can. Right? So production server will ensure that your data is getting stored properly in the right place. Right?
Okay.
So these are the three types of servers are available. Uh, these three servers together we call it as SAP landscape. This is the meaning is nothing but the SAP server, right? So
Okay.
this is also one of the important and very common interview question that what is SAP landscape, right? Again, no need to explain, just mention that three servers are there, delivery, QS, and uh, PROD, right?
Yes.
So accordingly, just mention the name that will be enough, right?
Uh,
So
ma'am,
yeah.
for every server there is different credential for login, ma'am.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Okay.
Credential will be different. Application will be same, but for every user, your user ID and password will be different, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Means
That
quality
will
consultant are different, development consultant are different. Means for
exactly,
log. Yes,
exactly.
ma'am. Okay.
So all of them will be using the same application, but user ID and password will be different so that you can log in, you can do your work, they can also log in, they can do your work, fine.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
But still, suppose one constraint we have, constraint in the sense, suppose this you will be facing when you will be joining the organization also. Suppose I'm talking about the live. Fine. Live also, demo also, dummy server also. Suppose sometimes when you will be processing the data, you will be getting this kind of status that your data is locked. Fine.
Okay.
Your
Yes.
data is locked. So data is locked in the sense, suppose somebody else is already within the configuration and they are processing that same data. So we
Okay.
need to wait, and when that person will come out of that particular activity, then we can perform. Right?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is very common for your live. Live when we work, basically the server credential, the application server ID, like the uh, description what you have received, something IP address you have received, right? That will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
same for the company, right?
Okay.
So many times it will happen that suppose you are trying to process some data and somebody else is already there, like the other HCM consultant. It will happen within your team, fine. So
Okay.
one advantage we have, that is live, you will be aware of the user IDs of your team members. So if you will request, if suppose the person is not doing something urgent, so you can request them that if they can come out of that particular step and you can perform your activity.
Okay.
And that is the advantage we have.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
That is the
Ma'am.
advantage.
Okay. 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 Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for in dummy server, three of server are connect, na ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. This development QS and product PROD, they are basically in the remote location. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
whatever SAP globally we are using, whether it is dummy or company, these are all linked. These are
Okay.
all based on. So from there only it is provided globally. That is standard. Right?
Ma'am, my question is that three is for a live project, three different credential are required, but for dummy project, तीनों
Mm-hmm.
मतलब three are available on same place, ना ma'am?
Yes, 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 of course. Otherwise, we cannot use that server, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Your server will be down in that case. Suppose you
Okay.
will log in and your server will be down, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So for dummy also it will be linked. Without this, we cannot use any SAP application, whether it is a dummy or live, whatever it is,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes.
So interview, if you get this question, only mention the name. Do not say that SAP landscape means SAP server. Do not pronounce it. Mention we have three types of servers as a landscape, that is DAV, QS, and PROT. That is enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Till here, is it fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So next, I'll be moving to your uh, this one, messages. Messages in the sense when you will be using this SAP application for any kind of data process, right? Any kind of data
Yes.
process. So basically, these three types of messages we receive, right? One
Yes.
we have the red, another one we have the yellow, and the other one what we have, that is your green, right? So these are the three types of statuses are available, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose red in the sense, suppose when we receive the error, right? When we receive the error, that is your red, right? Error in the sense it can be anything. Suppose when you will be trying to process the data, suppose this is a mistake from our end. Suppose something wrong we have mentioned, or suppose some field is mandatory, we have not added anything in that particular field. We can get the error, fine. So in that case, it will throw the rate status, fine. Rate
Yes.
status, if you will double click, it will show you the details, what we are, what mistake we are doing, fine.
Okay.
Another error also you can receive, that is a technical error. Suppose Technical error in the sense, suppose this application, whatever the some modules we have, suppose your OMPA, time management, payroll, whatever we have, these modules are linked, right, with each other. And that is why when we go to the next module, it will fetch the data from the other one. Suppose payroll when you are, suppose directly it will fetch the data from time. When you are in time, it will fetch your data from PA. So this is because of the backend programming, right? Backend technical data maintenance. Now sometimes if there we have error, so in that case, uh, you can get this type of error. Fine, suppose integration error. So it will, suppose you are trying to maintain something in time and it is reflecting you that data is not available or object is missing, this type of error. Fine. So if you receive this type of error, understand there is a link. Something is missing between this particular time management and a personal administration module. Fine. So in that case, we cannot resolve that error because that is not our part. So we have to reach out to the technical team in that case, specifically SAP ABAP or SAP basis. Fine.
Yes.
So they are the person who can resolve the issue. Fine. So
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes, not sometimes, regarding any technical error, we can directly connect with the technical team. You can directly reach out to the SAP developers that this is the issue and they can resolve it. You have to sit with them, you have to give all the information, and accordingly, they will resolve your issue. Fine. So, this is about the error, but yes, mostly technical errors we do not receive because that will be taken care by the technical team. Functionally also we do not. If we are maintaining it properly, we do not receive. But still, this is about the error, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Green is the successful one. Suppose you are trying to save or you are trying to process any data which is completely successful. The data is saved successfully. In that case, it will be green, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And YOLO is the warning message, right? Warning message in the sense, suppose sometimes mostly in the time management and payroll, you will be facing this. Suppose you are trying to define a new thing, right? So SAP will give you some warning message that data should not be changed. It should not be added this way, right?
Okay.
That is nothing, just to warn you, right? Just to warn you that uh, whatever you are doing, that is the correct one, right? So they want the SAP wants the confirmation from your end that yes, you are doing the right thing. So mostly for warning message, we can press enter and we can avoid them because uh, whenever suppose salary components, when you will try to configure, it will give you the warning message stating that data cannot be added, right? So
Yes.
this is just to warn you so that you can be careful while adding something, right? Because time and payroll is the most crucial module we have. So how you will be configuring that in SAP accordingly, the company will use it as for its employees. That is the reason, right? Otherwise, for OMPA PD, we don't get any warning message,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
These are the three types of statuses are available.
Yes.
Till here, it's fine.
Yes, ma'am. Status are clear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now suppose these modules I have explained what we do in these modules, right? Like organization management, personnel administration. Now, whatever data we process in these modules, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So these uh, whatever data in the sense, suppose whatever data you will be defining, suppose the location, department, fine. These are all called as the object or component. Fine. Component of, suppose if you consider these some modules, whatever we have in this HCM, these are based on some structure, right? And this structure is divided according to the data types, right? What type of data you are going to process accordingly, this date, these particular types are divided into different structure. In these structures, whatever data we process in SAP, that those are called as the components of the structure. Fine. Suppose I'll just show you what is this. Suppose if you consider the personnel administration module or personnel management module. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here we are taking care of company data. Right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that company data, whatever the company data you are going to process, right? That is called the components of this particular structure. Fine. Suppose for this personal administration and personal management, we are going to take care of two types of data, like the company data and the employee data. Fine. So company data, again, suppose what you are going to maintain, suppose the company name or how this company will be identified in SAP, that then what are the locations of the company are available, what are the departments are available, fine. This
Yes,
kind of information you are going to maintain. So company data, this is one of the structure we have. And in this structure, whatever the data we are processing, suppose this company or company code or the location or departments, right? These are the objects. These are the components of this particular structure, company structure. Right? So as you can see here, I have mentioned, if you consider this personal administration module, we have two types of structure. Like one is your enterprise structure, another we have the personnel structure. Fine.
yes,
So
ma'am.
enterprise structure means data regarding the organization. Fine. The organization also we are having certain terms. Terms in the sense organization or the company or the client or the enterprise. Fine. All are same. So these kind of terminology we have. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose in this enterprise structure, which is regarding the company, what are the data you are going to process? These are the components of this structure. Right? Like you can see here, I have mentioned we have company in the sense company name, right? The name of the company for which you are going to process the data. Company code in the sense this company should be identified by some code in SAP. Right? The
Yes, ma'am.
unique identification code, that is company code. Locations, fine. The company locations are called as personnel area and departments are called as personnel subdivision. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Personnel area means locations, personnel sub-area means departments. These are the components of company data, that is enterprise structure. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Same way, another is your employee data, which is personnel structure. So personnel structure, we can have the employee data. So again, employee data is also we have two components what you are going to maintain in this personnel structure. Suppose employee group and employee subgroup. Right? So what is the employee group? If you remember, suppose if we consider any company, the employees will be divided into two categories. One is who are present, another is who has left. Fine. So who are present, they will be identified by some unique code. Fine. That
Yes,
is your employee. Okay. And subgroup in the sense, suppose uh, these active employees, we can have the several categories. Fine. So permanent, temporary, or hourly based, trainees, contractual, whatever it can be. Fine. Seasonal. Fine. So whatever the categories we have, every category will be denoted by some unique code. Fine. In
yes, ma'am.
SAP, this is your subgroup. Fine. So these are the components we have for enterprise structure and personal structure. Right?
Yes,
See, this is uh, one of the important interview question. What are the structures are available in SAP HCM? Right? So all module, whatever the structure we have, that you have to explain. Right? If you mention the object also, structure name also, it is fine. So this is one of the question you have. Other than these two structure itself is an important interview question. That is question you will be getting. Suppose what are the components are available for enterprise structure, or what are the components we have for personal structure. Fine.
okay.
So this itself is an important interview question.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Next, I'm going to the organization management. So organization management, we had two structure, organization structure and reporting structure. Organization structure is nothing but the company hierarchy or company chart. Suppose uh, what we have to prepare. Suppose first will be the company. Under the company, we can have the location. Under the location, we can have the departments. Under the departments, we can have the positions. Under the position, we can have the employee. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
whatever you are going to add in this organization structure, suppose the company, location, department, position, employee, fine. These are the objects, these are the components of the organization structure. The same I have mentioned. Okay.
Okay.
These are the components we have for organization structure. Reporting structure, component as such, we don't have anything because that is entirely about the reporting hierarchy of the employees who is reporting to whom.
Okay.
And so
Yes,
here
ma'am.
basically we can have different types of position. Suppose the position who is managing the entire department, who is the head, right? That then suppose other than the head, the other senior position will be there. Juniors will be reporting to them, right? So these types of position we can have. So the same we can call it as the component what we are going to maintain. So chief position is the head position of that department. Other than chief, suppose there is senior consultant or manager, senior manager, fine, they can be the elevate. Subordinate can be the junior one,
Okay.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the component we have for reporting structure, and these two structure are available for organization management. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Time management, we don't have any structure as it is regarding the time management policy of the company. So we don't have any structure. But suppose when you are going to configure, then for that particular thing, we can have the component. Right? Suppose one example I can give you. Suppose if you consider, we have one component called, not component, one topic called daily work schedule. Fine. Daily work schedule. Daily work schedule in the sense how the day will be for the employees in the organization. Fine. So, what are the components we can have for the daily work schedule? Suppose what is the shift timings or shift the employees will be coming to the office. Right? So, shift is one component. Second component can be the break. Right? Suppose in this shift employees will have the break. Right? Another component can be the working hours. Fine. How long this employee will be in the office. And the last component can be the grace time. Fine. Grace time in the sense, suppose the shift timing is something 9 to 6. Suppose the company has given certain grace time. Suppose the employees can come to office by 9:30. Fine. So half an hour grace timing is available. Fine. So these four components we can have for the daily work schedule. So these type of things will be available in time management, but we don't have any structure. Fine.
Okay.
Again, personal development also we don't have any structure because that is the uh, recruitment data. How the candidates are getting hired by the organization. That data we maintain. So we don't have any structure for PD, personal development.
Okay.
Again, structure you will be having in the payroll, right? Payroll in the sense we have pay scale structure. So pay scale structure we have these components, right? We have pay scale type, we have pay scale area, pay scale group, and pay scale level. So
Yes.
the pay scale type and pay scale area, the functionality is same. Name wise it is different, but functionality is same. Functionality in the sense why we need this pay scale type and pay scale area, suppose to define the salary components of the organization. Right? We need these two components. Then suppose to define the salary date, pay date. Okay. We need these two components. Suppose currency, in which currency the salary will be processed or how the salary will be given, suppose monthly, weekly, hourly, how it is. To define that, we need the pay scale type and pay scale area. Fine. So you can consider these two components are responsible for the payroll process. Fine. Payroll
Yes.
processing is these other two components what we have pay scale group and pay scale level. This is completely about the tiers or grades what we have in the organization. So what is the name and the level of them? Suppose top tier employees. Suppose the first tier employees what we have. Fine. The definitely the head of the company. So it can be the business partner or the CEOs. Fine. So they
Yes.
can be the tier one. Fine.
Yes.
Suppose tier they can be the regional head or director, this type of position.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
suppose tier three, you can have the lead, project manager or this one, suppose senior manager, this type of position. Fine. Then tier four, the managers. Okay. So the hierarchy, right? According to their pay scale. So these tier, suppose I'm saying you tier 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be the pay scale level, and the pay scale group will be this, suppose the CEO director. Then we have the regional head, right? This can be the pay scale name. So these things, configuration also we have, but these are the core components of the structure.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Mm. So you can consider this is directly your configuration related theory. As first configuration, I'll be starting from the personal administration module. So this configuration we have find the company, we have to define code, location, department, employee group, subgroup. The entire configuration will be coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, One more topic we have, uh, that is mainly for the end user team, but we should know also. And for us, it is important for theory, for the interview, but for the end user team, it will be the process. Based on that, they are maintaining the employee records. Right?
Okay.
So that I'm not starting today. Two topics we have that I'll be explaining tomorrow. Then next class, not next means day after tomorrow, we can start with the configuration. Fine.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, timing of the class?
Tomorrow's same time we can connect. Fine. Tomorrow also same time. But
10
let
p.m.
me see if I'm able to connect at 9:30. Fine. Only this week I have the problem because mostly suppose if you consider like till 10th I have the budget audit issue. Fine. The audit is going on. So
Okay.
I'm getting late almost every day. So that is why I keep the timing like this. Fine. But I'll switch to 9. Fine, I'll switch to 9. For this week, I thought maybe Thursday or Friday I can. I'm trying my best.
Okay,
Let's
ma'am.
see.
Definitely,
Fine.
ma'am. No issue, ma'am. I am free, ma'am. Whenever
Okay.
you take class, I am available, ma'am.
Fine, fine, fine.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. I'll
Yes, ma'am.
be moving to 9. Fine. I have that from the institute. So definitely I can understand 10 to 11 is quite late. So I'll be moving to 9, but give me this week to reschedule all the things. Fine. Then maybe by Thursday I can confirm you. Fine. That Monday we can switch to 9.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am, please send PPT, ma'am. So can I?
Yes, yes, yes. I'll be sharing today itself all the notes,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever I have for these topics. Fine. From the first.
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely. Now only I'm sharing in your mail. I'm just waiting for the feedback from the institute. Fine. If any nobody else will be joining in the group in this particular group or this particular batch, then
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
create a new Skype group, find new class group.
Okay.
So there I'll be sharing all the documents
Okay.
from that particular class, not today's one. Today's one I'm mailing you. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Fine. I'm sharing the documents. You can go through once. Let
Yes,
me
ma'am.
know tomorrow how it is. Then we can continue with the next topic. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine then. I'm binding up today. So
Okay, ma'am.
take
Thank you,
care.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.